When you first learn the knee cut, it seems like the answer to all your problems. You've been doing jiu-jitsu for a couple months, but nobody has told you how to pass the guard. Then one day, you learn the knee cut, and you're stoked because you finally have an answer to passing the guard. But you try the knee cut, and they stop you. Today, we're talking about how to stop that pesky knee cut, how to reset our open guard, the most dangerous positions, grips the passer can get into, and the best part, how to punish someone for trying to knee cut us. In this example here, you see Giancarlo has like a perfect reverse De La Riva. He has a cross shoulder post, his bicep under his thigh, and a knee shield. This stops the knee cut.
De La Riva questions every week. So I think if they're kneeling from reverse De La Riva, it means that you didn't really control their leg properly, right? Like if you think reverse De La Riva, you have the hook in and you have their foot. If you don't have their foot, then it's just kind of like a knee shield. So probably is that you're not really controlling their reverse De La Riva leg properly, and then they're managing to sort of bring it back and sprawl under you as you go. So you need to get good control of that foot so they're not able to pressure their knee forward. Like if you know, basically if you control someone's heel, they can't sprawl. So that's the key. You have to make space, push your partner away whilst pulling their leg towards you, and then they can't sprawl, and then you have space to spin through or, you know, off balance them backwards. That's the rules.
Here you see Giancarlo tries to escape his inside hook. Kynan grabs the foot and begins to drop into a half guard. Let's say things are going bad for you in reverse De La Riva. It's a wise decision to make space to free the inside hook, placing it to the outer hip, essentially resetting an open guard. This was an interesting bit where Taza attacks the foot on the outside of the hip. I like how Lachlan calmly rolls to escape. I didn't see this anywhere else. Now, we've talked about avoiding the knee cut, but it's time to punish the top player. We either take their back, break their leg, or sweep them. Introducing the Kiss of the Dragon and the False Reap. So you want to get good at the Kiss of the Dragon. Either start practicing on table legs or get a jiu-jitsu girlfriend. Regardless of your choice, your opponent will backflip out of it. It's time to discuss some of the most annoying things the top player can do to stifle us. Grabbing the shin of the outside leg is highly effective at limiting the guard player's movement. Another option is to scoop the leg, which offers good control and helps set up half guard overback grips. You'll see Craig defends it by flinging his hand and leg to off-balance Marigali and switch to scoop grip De La Riva. Something Kynan does really well is move his opponents into headquarters, and then work his way to chest on chest, half guard, or a body lock type position. What I like about Kynan's style is he sort of rides the headquarters position, then takes his opportunity to pressure. Kynan has a shin grip, then pressures into half guard, similar to his headquarters methodology. Time to talk about the king, Gordon Ryan. Gordon drops his head and starts tripoding as he hand fights. This posture pressures and limits the options of the bottom player. He gets the overback, then switches to crossface, and boom, chest to chest, half guard. Gordon's head position in the tripod is excellent, but what's even worse is if he lifts his head and starts sprawling on your frames. You'll notice how long Gordon just sort of lays on the frames to tire his opponent. Eventually, Gordon gets an angle, scoops the leg, and crushes Gaudio. Side control. One way we can deal with the leg scoop is to actually spin under. It takes some work, but can be done. Just be careful, because there are some leg attack counters if you do this. Lachlan was able to wrestle up after staying tight and inverting. In another attempt, he gets the X guard. If there's space between your chest and their chest, you can always just throw over a no-gi lasso like Levi does. To discuss some good attacks from Reverse De La Riva. You'll see here how Mateus has a strong Reverse De La Riva hook and a foot on the hip. This leg position is very strong. Of course, in this video, Danaher teaches how to shut it down. If you get this leg position, it sets up the tripod sweep and false reap dilemma. The top leg can manage distance, or you can just throw it over and reap the leg. Most of the matches we've covered, the leg has been controlled, which is why we haven't seen a ton of attacks from Reverse De La Riva. Spinning under is still one of the best and main attacks from Reverse De La Riva. Here's two variations Tynan uses to expose the back or sweep. In the first one, notice how Tynan keeps J-Rod's foot lifted off of the ground. The second is pure no-gi bolo wizardry. And here's one more way to invert into the legs. This is from one of my favorite podcasts. Here, Owen explains it best.
Question: what to do when people... we did that. What can you do when you're attempting to enter saddle with reverse X and op is keeping leg high? This related to another question we're going to answer later. Someone said, favorite option from Reverse De La Riva inside spin when you just spin between their legs. Oshiro Reverse X feels goated. Wow.
What's Oshiro Reverse X?
It's like, let's say you have normal X and then you pass the leg across. Yeah. That's Oshiro X, and then you go reverse Oshiro X, where you switch your legs the other way around.
Bloody hell.
And that is the position. That is my favorite position.
Reverse Oshiro X.
Yeah, that's my in jiu-jitsu. So
what do you do? What was it?
So the question, the question was, the question was, what can you do when you're attempting to enter saddle with reverse X and the op is keeping their leg high? You need to go to Oshiro Reverse X, my friend, And then their leg that is high, which is actually too far away, not just above you, but is far away, can be closer to you because the leg that's under your armpit is out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Backing out.
You have single leg X, and you're trying to get the far leg, but it's too far away. Pass this one across, and then the far leg is closer.
Ah,
Yeah.
kinda, yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
That's my answer, though, mate.
Shout out Shiro.
Shout out Ushiro.
Give us another.
Ushiro X entry I like into saddle. This is a common reaction I get when I spin under. It is similar to what Owen is describing. And also, if you look at the Tynan video, I'm just holding the leg in a scoop while Tynan has it controlled with a C grip on the ankle. Very similar position. To summarize, Reverse De La Riva gives us a ton of strong attacks, back takes, leg locks, and sweeps. But there are key ways opponents shut it down, like top shin control, headquarters, and sprawl passing. In future videos, we'll break down specific techniques to help you refine and sharpen your Reverse De La Riva game. If you found this useful, like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what part of Reverse De La Riva you want to see next.